Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best monitor for Xbox series. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is ViewSonic Omni. ViewSonic Omni, engineered for gaming, the ViewSonic Full HD monitor that features the perfect blend of speed, control and color. An ultra-smooth 240Hz refresh rate pushes FPS gaming into new territory, enabling games to run at higher frames for incredible graphic performance. AMD FreeSync Premium technology synchronizes the monitor to the GPU output, eliminating screen tearing, and lag-fast IPS technology combines rich colors, amazing contrast and wide viewing angles while also delivering up to 4x faster response times compared to traditional panels. The 1 millisecond response time allows every input to be faster and more precise. Flexible connectivity via DisplayPort and 2 HDMI ports make connections to other peripherals or high-end graphics cards a breeze. The is also equipped with ViewSonic's exclusive view mode presets, which offer user-customized game modes for FPS, RTS and MOBA gaming. You must use large vertical totals and adjust the strobe width, strobe phase, and overdrive using the strobe utility ViewSonic makes available to get the magic out of this monitor. The motion performance is fine without doing anything but enabling pure exp, but at that point you could consider other options. Once the LVT and strobe have been adjusted, however, there is no choice but this monitor. Comparing a CRT GDM-FW900 at 85Hz side by side with the picture on the XG2431 is arguably better. The CRT still has motion trails from bright white, while the XG2431 has no trails and only the smallest faintest blurring at the top and bottom of the screen. You will not notice these artifacts in-game. The picture is also obviously sharper than the CRT. Otherwise the motion clarity is identical and in that way obsoletes the CRT, whose advantages are now only deeper blacks in a dark room and smooth low resolutions. You will, however, pay for motion clarity with brightness just like on a CRT. Adjusting the strobe width about 3/4 of the way with a very slight amount of additional blur versus the ideal half strobe width is a good sweet spot since it's so faint and relegated to the top and bottom of the screen. If your main priority in buying a CRT monitor is motion clarity, don't even bother. Just buy this monitor and save yourself £80 and a significant amount of money. On that note, however, it should be made explicit. I would not have bought this monitor had it not been for the included utility. Without the additional adjustments from the utility, the monitor is average. It's clear, but it's not CRT clear and therefore not worth purchasing when I could compromise with other monitors or TVs that have motion problems too, but higher resolutions, better colors etc., and use a CRT when motion clarity matters. Monitor manufacturers take notice and allow full strobe overdrive adjustment. There is no reason to not to allow it, and furthermore, it should be adjustable through the OSD rather than through a program. The fact that ViewSonic isn't releasing a utility for every monitor they make, or at the very least the gaming monitors, is unbelievable because it is the only reason I even considered purchasing a monitor from them. Why bother when you could buy monitors with 4K resolution, bigger screen or OLEDs with way better color if monitor manufacturers on a wider scale would do what was done with this one monitor? CRTs could finally be retired. The number 4 on the list is Samsung. Samsung Quantum Matrix technology, HDR2000 and UHD resolution come together for a crystal clear picture. 240Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time support smoother gameplay. Matte display enables better gaming immersion. Mirroring the arc of the human eye, the 1000R curvature brings gaming worlds to reality, surrounding players for deeper immersion and more satisfying gameplay. Top the leaderboard with the world's first 4K gaming monitor, along with NVIDIA G-Sync and FreeSync Premium Pro. Gaming escapes beyond the screen with CoreSync technology that matches your game's on-screen colors for world blending immersion. The distraction-free matte screen absorbs, not reflects, artificial and natural light, keeping you laser-focused during the toughest battles and hardest levels. With auto source switch, your monitor detects when connected devices are turned on and instantly switches to the new source signal. This helps you get to your game action faster without flipping through multiple input sources. I was excited to get this monitor and had very high expectations. I set it up and it looked great as I started playing a game. It lasted 20 minutes until there was a bright flash of light that appeared toward the middle of the screen and it wouldn't go away no matter what I tried. I researched the issue and turns out it is a common QC problem with Samsung panels and requires a panel replacement in most cases. I decided not to test my luck again, so I packed it up and shipped it back for a refund. I was not going to try for a replacement but decided to give it one more chance since it was $800 during the week of Black Friday. My second monitor arrived flawless. It took some getting used to the curve, but I don't even notice it during gaming. It is very noticeable, though, when browsing the web or doing anything other than gaming or watching movies. Isn't too bad though. The image quality with the bright HDR, deep blacks, and stunning colors is where this monitor really shines. A little bit of blooming is visible at times, but it doesn't bother me. The number 3 on the list is Gigabyte. Gigabyte, upgrade your life is the core essence in everything we do at Gigabyte. We believe only technology made for you will speak to you. With a keen understanding of your needs, we have raised industry standards with game-changing Dualbios technology. Our patented ultra-durable motherboards are designed to outlast, and our superior WindForce stack cooling system exceeds all expectations. We break new ground. We also continuously provide reliable cloud infrastructure to help businesses optimize their operations as well as to advance development and expansion in the digital realm. By combining innovation and practicality, Gigabyte wields the technology of the future to improve your life today. We have your bases covered, starting with the motherboard. With an established reputation for trusted quality, we pushed forward with graphics cards, laptops and mini PCs, and corporations worldwide depend on us for reliable server solutions. We have set the foundations for future forays into machine learning, AI, and deep learning. Most of all, we have always been there innovating products that will spark your creativity. From the adrenaline-pumping Aorus Esprit line for enthused gamers to cutting-edge Aero laptops for inspired artists and creators, or portable yet powerful Bricks mini PCs, with your perspective in mind, we crafted technologies that have more realistic usability to make the future both achievable and approachable. Visualize this: tapping your phone connects you to cloud. Your city is on a 5G network integrating medical transportation and power services. Even your appliances are online, working to make your life easier. AI assures that you always have personalized entertainment options. Blockchain has reshaped the financial world, and medical marvels take place daily with the help of VR. What you're visualizing is already approaching reality, and the world will soon rush to keep up. Now is the time to upgrade your life. Our vast product range can meet your personal, business, and computing needs and prepare you for future trends and developments. Using technology, we can achieve anything we visualize and beyond. The number 2 on the list is LG UltraGear. LG UltraGear, I purchased this for a gaming PC. Until all the parts are available, I've been testing this out by using my Xbox Series X to game in 1440p. Let me start out by saying the monitor I got has virtually zero IPS glow, which I was very worried about when purchasing. I'm used to playing on a 4K TV with true HDR, so when I booted up Forza Horizon 5 for the first time, I was a little disappointed at the image quality. It was a tad blurry compared to 4K, but what really stood out to me was the lack of color. All colors were completely washed out and didn't pop whatsoever, and there was very little contrast, but I figured this is the downside of IPS monitors. Until tonight, when I realized there's a setting in this box which you are supposed to change when using a computer monitor, changing the color space to PCRGB. That has unlocked 5x more colors, and now it looks wonderful with tons of color and contrast and eye-piercing brightness available if you want it. The monitor for me went from to just by changing that setting, so Xbox users be aware, no complaints whatsoever. Now, the only thing I can say is if you are very used to 4K displays, the downgrade to 1440p will be slightly shocking, but I have already gotten used to it and don't mind it very much. But in a few years, when the RTX 6090 comes out, I will be going back to 4K. For now, very happy with the purchase and can't see how you can do any better with a 1440p monitor in this price range. It's a perfect 1440p 2K monitor that runs at 60Hz and 120Hz for console, in my case, PS5 XBSX and XBSS. It also has HDR that makes the monitor goes as 4K for the console, which is amazing. 2x1 60Hz only for 4K since does not have HDMI. I have enjoyed so much this monitor, and I play different games, Horizon The Last of Us among others, to competitive, Call of Duty, Halo and Apex. Quality picture is amazing for movies, music, videos and for gaming. Great design, great size and the preferences to customize, the picture quality is a 10/10. I definitely recommend this monitor after a year and a half of use. I just bought a second LG monitor. The number one on the list is Acer Nitro. Acer Nitro grabbed on sale. This makes for an excellent product for its megahertz and vibrant image, but there's one odd issue keeping it from a perfect score. After a prolonged period of troubleshooting and trial and error, I've found that this monitor will fully disconnect from an AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT graphics card run on a Windows 11 operating system connected via the DisplayPort cable, not HDMI. If you depower the monitor while leaving the PC itself active for a prolonged period of time, multiple hours. Yes, this is a bad habit to get into, though that does not absolve the issue of it occurring in the first place should the end user wish to make bad choices with their own purchased products. This issue has, thus far, only been resolved via fully rebooting the PC. No need to reconnect the display port cable or power cable. Neither does doing so resolve the issue itself without rebooting and leaving the monitor powered if making the poor decision to leave the PC station powered on. If you want something cheaper than the ViewSonic or don't need the high 240Hz refresh rate, then the Acer Nitro MyApprox is a great alternative. It has the same 24-inch 1080p screen as the ViewSonic, but it has a lower max refresh rate and its backlight strobing feature isn't as customizable as on the ViewSonic. While its motion handling isn't as good as the ViewSonic either, it still has a great response time at 120Hz, and it's also decent 60Hz, but there's inverse ghosting caused by overshoot when you enable VRR. Speaking of which, its VRR support works with this box to reduce screen tearing.